Sevaskin, journalist, Hromadske, now in the frontline town of Orikhiv, Zaporizhzhia region. Under one of our videos, you wrote that we should make more reports from this southern direction. This is our first time in Orikhiv. The town is shelled by the Russian military almost every day or even every hour. Life here has moved to the basements. We have been living in the basement since October. November, December, January, 3 months. About 3 months. It got cold. Yet it got cold. Move quick, this room. Move quick, this room. It was just like it is. There was street sweeper's room. Yes, there used to be a street sweeper's room before. Street sweepers used this room. As you can see, there was an incoming hit knocked out. Even the pipes were knocked out. It's dangerous here, too. It's just like a heating point for us. And at least if we are here, we jump out there between the walls and stand there. As soon as they put the stove in, there was a sign outside, point of invincibility. And immediately there was an incoming hit here. We were so scared. It was about 1:30. We were sitting there and did not know what to do. Later we came to the apartment to see what had happened. There was no glass in windows, nothing. Is there water? Technical water. I thought there is drinking water. No, only technical one. Put it out of order. Here, take a bottle, cause it far to get there. In the 51st house. In the basement. In a brick building. Yeah, in the basement. On the side of the playground. Just take a flashlight, because it's a long way to go. The district is impassable. You could break your head. You're afraid. We've gotten used to it. We travel to different cities, but when you take a break, I mean, you don't go to such places for a while and then you get scared again. Well, it's scary constantly, but I mean, if you compare the fear then. At first it was scary, very scary. And now we have learned to distinguish, but not always we know where the incoming hits are and where the outcoming ones are. Of course I am afraid, because I was hit by shrapnel 3 times. The first time it was very scary. I can't even put it into words how it was scary. And then it was only unexpectedly. I could not even believe it when we had our first hits. And I was thinking how a piece of asphalt could be broken free and fell again. Then I looked and it was iron. It could have fallen on me. Did you think about leaving it? To leave this place? No, why not? I don't know. I was in Greece for 15 years and came here, bought a house. My children are not here, they are abroad. I decided to stay here. Fate will always catch up with you, no matter where you go. The first hit was on May 1. That's how they congratulated us on the holiday. On May 1, the factory district was shelled. And there were the first victims. Here's one shell flying there, and another in the field. But, as I understand it, it often shells here. There were more shelling later. Yes. So on the street, in the open area, it's better to move in some kind of transport so that you can quickly hide in a bomb shelter, because it can hit at any time. This is the basement of the city council. Before the war, it needed repairs, and now we have made a point of invincibility here. We also built a room for our employees. 5 employees from the entire staff are staying in town. Now you can see that people have come to the reception, and Alexander Petrovich. This is a volunteer who has been working with us here every day for more than 9 months. A lot of volunteers help us local people who come and say, "We want to help." We hand out bread and humanitarian aid to people here. We have distributed almost 1,000 stoves. To date, some have been installed in houses and some in basements. I personally live in a basement, and I also have a stove there, and we have been living like this for 12 months. Many of our high-rise buildings are very damaged. Out of 56, not a single one is left standing intact, no matter where it hit. The private houses are heavily damaged, and last night we had 3 houses burning again. We were shelled with phosphorus bombs. Our school has been burning for 3 days now. We are trying to save it because the shellings are very intense. We are being hit by 27 Uragan, 21 Grad, 30 Smurf tornado, and everything else. There were periods when only during the day we counted 324 arrivals. That's what we managed to count. Sometimes we cannot leave the basement for 8 to 12 hours. It depends. We have a lot of animals left today, and we also have volunteers feeding them. We have now installed 5 stationary feeders. We deliver the food, and thank God, a lot of public organizations help us. People feed them themselves because there are so many animals left. Greetings, friends. Make sure the dog does not run in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Close the door. She's my assistant. She helps me as the head of the neighborhood committee on Orikhiv Street. Said, if you don't help me, I will not work. Well, I have to help and work. Now we will show you the conditions in which we live here. Yeah, come on. We have dogs and cats here. You just thought that people probably live here, but we have a mini shelter here. We have 60 cats and 20 dogs here. Some dogs are outside, but more than 30 cats are inside. There's a hole. They come in and out, and they live with us in the basement, in the cage, and on the street. They also live in the house, and in the house, of course, they also live with us. So come in, we will show you. Yes, come in. Why are we? Here we were just now. This is what we were doing before you came. Look. Here, this pile we've set. This is what we've done just in lunchtime. Yesterday, Visha chopped it, and today we put it together. This is the wood pile. Here's our Katerina. Good afternoon. We are glad to have you. And this is our vegetable garden, and we want to plant it in the spring. It will be so. I dreamed of blooming apricots, and I was surprised. And look, I want to show you, there's a bomb shelter over there. Rex, look, Rex has dug a bomb shelter for himself. You see, under the slate. Rex, see, there's his air raid shelter. Come here, I'll show you. Look how our poor house was damaged. You see what happened? There was an incoming hit. There's no window here. We covered it up. The window was smashed. There was a hit there. You can film that. It got stuck right under the tiles there. You see, it flew over there just like that and got stuck under the tiles. We had a hit there. He took her with that shovel and tried to kill her. He smashed her skull like that, and we took her to our place. She survived. Zulia, you can't do that. Zulia, you can't do that. I mean, how do the people who invent all these weapons feel?
всяке оружие всяке.
I would judge them. It's a total nightmare to know what it is for to kill people. When it calms down, I start dreaming. I think I'll plant this or that. I haven't planted it in the garden yet, and I don't know if I'll survive to do it, but I want to.
Хочу.
It's scary. The deputy mayor said that the market is open, but it can only work from 9 in the morning. As I understood, it's some kind of fair that comes here, a traveling market. But no, we just found a shattered market. I understand that she was talking about it, that there are some stalls that survive, they are open. Even though Orikhiv is constantly shelled. Shelter, I don't know if there is anyone here.
Не знаю, чого тут взагалі може.
Melitopol, who goes to Melitopol? You transport people with it, it's running, right? Yes, people go back and forth, come and forth, check on houses, look after houses. Every day. Yes, minibuses go every day. We hide it for you know what? We always have hits coming from there. We always have hits from there. And we always hide under the wall. It's like that all around, see? There and there were hits. And there are people trading. There are people trading on the square. Yes, we were told that you have a market. But here, I mean, they just... You know, I can understand soldiers fighting against soldiers, but they are fighting against residents. They are fighting against civilians, against houses. They are not soldiers. A soldier should go out into the field. There are positions, there and shoot at that positions, and they start throwing phosphorus bombs at us, all kinds of stuff. Every day it flies and flies and flies at us. They only provide us with shells for free. Whether we want to or not, they give it to us. They think we will be afraid of them, but let they are afraid of us. We are on our own land. You many people travel back and forth like this. Back and forth, yes. Well, they just stay in Zaporizhzhia, come here to look after their homes, come look and return.
Скільки це коштує доїхати так?
How much does it cost to get here? 80 hryvnias. Well, that's good. People come. And from Tavria's former Kirov village and Kamishevaka's settlement, people come. Yeah, people take risks, but they come. How many residents were there used to be? 17,000, right? We were told 14,000. And now if there is 1,000, probably not. Where are our mayors now? In Zaporizhzhia. Where are our deputies? In Zaporizhzhia. Do we have electricity? And now look, let's take a community, the Uragans community. They have electricity, and when something happens, they immediately call electricians. I have not had electricity at home for 5 months.
Слышал, что он рассказывал?
A man with a truck said that he came to distribute humanitarian aid.
Приїхав роздавати гуманітарку.
But as soon as he got out of the truck and went to the end of the road, Greg shell came right on the front vehicle window.
Скло.
Wow. The dog is wondering what's going on. Let's go. Why? Because grad shells is falling. I thought it was safe where you were sitting. No. Well, it's relatively, very relatively. Let's go then.
Ну, пішли.